on, let's see some jazz hands. Let's see some jazz hands. Here we go. Walter's doing jazz hands. There you go. Lou, that's not jazz hands. There you go. No, Lou. You got to do the right jazz hands like this.
I'm not good at jazz hands.
I'm not good at it.
Yeah, that is not an excuse. We are live. I hope you got your Big Girl Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. Panties on.
Having a cocktail Friday. Boom.
Yeah, Walter's getting tore down already. Lewis, I don't know. He's getting tore down with some seltzer water, you said?
Seltzer water, that's it.
There you go. Man, this guy is wild. He's wild. He's a savage.
I say it's Black Friday. What do you say, Hank Strange?
Oh, Black Friday.
I think you got something. I think you got something today. Oh, look at. Oh, yeah. That's why I said it. What
is
That's why I brought it home.
Oh my god.
Yep. We're gonna have to have a shoot down.
Yeah. So yeah, we definitely have guns. We have guns here. We're gonna talk about guns tonight. This is a gun show, I guess.
Yeah, really. I mean, the other night we talked about just about everything else except guns, and they were all screaming for Gorn, in the background. But is it really a gun show, or is it just a show? It talks about everything.
It's about man shit. It's about man shit.
Man shit.
We promise to douse you with our toxic masculinity. Almost like a golden shower of toxic masculinity.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
So, yeah, we talk about anything. We talk about whatever we want to.
Yeah.
Talk about guns. We talk about cars. We talk about whatever.
About love. Yeah.
Talk about love. Talk about love if that's what we have to do. So while I'm waiting for everyone to pile in here, I'm going to remind everyone to smash the thumbs, okay? We need to get those thumbs ups, get the thumbs ups going. What is it? HJCC LX4 says Black Friday is racist.
Only if it's Black Friday face. There we go. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Walter, that's probably racist. Just FYI.
Oh, everything is nowadays, Hank Strange. What am I supposed to do?
You, Walter, might want to go back through your high school yearbook and make sure nothing.
Is posing with a keg in your high school yearbook racist?
No, I don't think so.
Because I did that. So.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm not even in my yearbook.
Oh, you're not?
Really? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's racist.
Well, I'm Cuban. I'm Cuban, so I have an excuse anyways.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm not going there. Not going there. No, I'm not. I'm going to stay away from that one. Stay out of trouble. But this is episode 317, of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. And tonight's subject, we're calling it Virginia Governor's Black History Month off to a bad start.
Oh, I forgot about that. It is Black History Month. Yeah.
Yeah. But today it's February 1st, right? Yeah. So I'm assuming that's when.
It's my birthday this month, so I'm just saying it's Walt History Month.
Oh, Walt History Month. Yeah, Lou. Is there a Brown History Month in America? Is there?
Not that I'm really aware of. I know October is Hispanic and Latino Heritage Month.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, which is funny because they always clump us all together and have to explain to them. No, we all hate each other.
Man, I tell you what, you put all those people together in one room, there'd be a big fight.
Yeah. I want to know. You guys, let me know when it's Polynesian History Month because you're gonna celebrate for the couple of percentage that I'm Polynesian. We're gonna celebrate. We'll get tattoos. We'll do those crazy, those crazy like Maori dance things.
Skip all that and go straight to the pig roast.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
See, that's the only thing. You know what? I'm probably not that much Polynesian because I don't like the pork. So
we got problems.
Somebody's gonna get mad about that. Like, how dare you? How dare you?
How about
them
grass? You like them grass skirts? Look a honey, make a honey whole thing.
I don't want to see Hank in a grass skirt. No.
Well, that's not what I was thinking. Walter's gonna ask me if I like grass skirts.
Yes.
I think that's a resounding yes, Walter.
He'd probably like to cut the grass, right?
Yes, short grass skirts. I mean, hey, it's nice. Little coconut.
Brazier.
Yeah, type thingies,
Yeah,
love it. I love it all.
Okay.
So there you go. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that. There's a bunch of things. Actually, Brownells. See, look, I'm flying the flag right here. Let's fly the flag for Brownells for a minute. Now, there's some kind of like super foosball thing coming up? When is that?
Super foosball?
Yeah. Isn't there like a Super Bowl or something?
Oh, the game, the big game.
Yeah. What is that? When is that? When is that
weekend,
big game?
This weekend?
Oh, that's this weekend? Okay.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. So for this weekend, Brownells is actually giving away. Do you remember we were talking, I think sometime last month, we were talking about those big barrels of ammo that Brownells has?
Yeah.
So Brownells is giving away this weekend for Super Foosball Day, or whatever you guys call it. You know, celebrations of dudes trying to get footballs into hoops or
hoops. Wait a minute, hang on. You've got a hybrid game. You're watching some hybrid game. Who's trying to put the football through.
The mutant leagues are on.
That'll be interesting though. Football and a
basketball from Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the creators of basketball.
Yeah. Well, the mutant leagues are on this weekend, and to celebrate, Brownells is going to give away one of those big, massive barrels of ammo, and there's a link in the description of this video for anyone who's watching. There's a link in the description. You guys could click on that link, and you'll be able to enter. I think I'm not sure if you can enter now, Lola. Is it just?
After
I think midnight. It starts midnight. Yeah,
after midnight.
Yeah, for midnight. So you got Saturday, Sunday. You guys can enter. Get up on it. We're gonna definitely talk about that. I'm trying to see what else we're going to talk about here. We got Luis Valdez. Here he is right there. Look, the man, the myth, the legend.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he's about to. Can I mention that you're about to become a big papa? Or I guess I already mentioned it.
You just kind of mentioned it.
Yeah, you spilt the beans there.
Yeah. For the first time. And by the way, a good name for a baby, Hank. And if the baby is a girl, Henrietta.
Oh,
yeah, you know
that's scary.
Good name.
I don't know if the wife will take that under advisement.
Just let her think about it. It'll grow on you.
Yeah. It'll grow all right.
Yeah, when you're living by yourself, that'll grow in you. Yeah.
Just think about it. So congratulations on that. Also, Lou writes for The Truth About Guns. That dares to talk about the politics. What?
Also, I do Truth About Guns, and we have our own YouTube channel, New Wave Firearms. We launched it at this past SHOT Show. So
okay, cool.
There'll be some videos coming up.
Say that again.
New Wave Firearms.
New Wave Firearms. Are you on Gunstreamer?
Not yet.
You should be.
Oh, you got to get up on the Gunstreamer. You got to get up on the Gunstreamer. So let me see. Hold on. New Wave Firearms.
New Wave Firearms. Okay.
Can you put a link here in the description that we can go to it? Let me see if I can look it up here real quick. I'm gonna try to look it up. YouTube. I'm gonna go. Everyone, I encourage everyone watching right now, go over to YouTube.
Get up on.
Look up New Wave Firearms. Let's see. New Wave. Man, I got a spell and everything.
Oh, there it is, man.
New Wave Firearms. Okay.
I'm
whoa, and I see. Okay, you're wearing an NRA hat. But I'm still going to subscribe. So
is
there Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff too, or
that's all coming along right now? We launched the channel, so we're doing it in conjunction with Truth About Guns. So a lot of our videos are going to be on tag, and vice versa. Eventually, we'll have our own website all up and running. We're still working with tag, but right now it's just videos.
Okay.
Cool.
I like your the logo for your thing. Looks like 80s.
Miami Vice, of course, man.
I mean, Miami Vice 80s look. I like that. Okay.
Hey, remember, I did 6 years as a cop down in Miami, so gotta have.
Oh, right. Did you work Vice?
No.
Oh.
Just regular patrol.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm not gonna hold it against you. Is anyone working Vice in Miami? I don't know. It's very tough to get arrested. Well, at least on South Beach, or at least at South.
Look. If you want to get arrested on South Beach, go during Urban Beach Week and do stupid shit. Then you'll get arrested.
Yeah. The one people who are immune from being arrested on South Beach Guess what? I give you guys 100 guesses. What group of people are immune from getting arrested on South Beach?
GAY?
No.
BLK, BLS. Oh, no, that wouldn't work. I don't know. Jewish?
No.
Orthodox.
Hookers.
Orthodox.
Hookers.
No.
Hookers cannot get arrested.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The human trafficking crowd.
Yeah.
That choose to be human
I don't know if
trafficking.
it's still like that. I don't know if it's still like that. I haven't been back in a while. So
yeah.
So I don't know. Should we go down here and do a quick shout out while we're here? Shout out to all the people who are coming in. I think there's a bunch of different news and stuff like that hitting. So we're gonna go ahead.
I know I linked it live on ARFCOM, so you're gonna have some ARFCOMers watching.
Oh, there's gonna be some ARFCOM. Okay. And is that like a website for people who like dogs? What is
AR15.com?
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. I know about the AR15.com, one of the biggest gun.coms out there, I'm gonna guess. Yep. So shout out if you're one of those people coming over because of AR15.com, let us know.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
And we run guns says South Beach is full of hookers. Watch out who hits on you down there. Yeah.
Those Vegas.
Yeah. And HCC, well, it's legal in Vegas. It's not legal.
It is not legal in Vegas.
Oh, it's not legal in Vegas?
Not in Clark County. It is not legal.
It's the most furthest county north in Nevada. I think that's legal.
But I think everywhere else is except for where Las Vegas is.
Okay. Yeah.
Even though they advertise like crazy there for, all that stuff.
Right. HJCC LX4 says M4 Real on ARFCOM. So there you go. So that's one person.
Yep, know him.
And Vanessa Kitty says, what is an AR-15?
Oh, look at this. Oh, I have food. Ooh.
Oh, food coming into Walter.
Yeah, food.
This is kind of like, can we consider this an AR-15? Is it
Oh, heck yeah.
Definitely.
Well, AR-15, is it semi-auto?
Yes.
AR-15.
Yeah. This is like ancient... this is like a resto mod of a.
Supposedly that was Colt's first attempt at a carbine.
Yeah, we'll have to go over the history. We'll have to go over the history of it. I know go ahead.
Some of the ARFCOMers might be know all the model numbers and all that stuff. So
yeah, they will.
Yeah.
We'll I carry my this is not from me. This is from I carry my revolver in single action. It says breaking news: Florida man shoots woman for bad oral sex. He gave her $5 and a can of Pringles. Only in Florida. You can't make this shit up. Someone has to. We got to verify that. Whether that. So we got to make sure that's not fake news.
Where do you get a BJ for $5 and a can of Pringles? Oh my God! This ain't Cuba. I mean, I heard stories about Cuba. This is not recently, and then we'll get off this subject.
Yeah, and just one note: this gentleman here is from Cuba.
I understand. It's nothing against the Cuban people.
Right. Okay.
Years ago, when I worked for the gas company, we're in this job, working on this job, and there's this other contractor person inside the house we're working on. He goes, so I heard him talking about going to Cuba, and he says for a bottle of shampoo, you can get a freaking blowjob in Cuba. Now that's a sad statement if somebody's willing to do that for a bottle of shampoo, but that's how bad I guess it could be in some places. So.
Well, on a serious note, right now, if you look at what's happening in Venezuela, people are literally selling themselves to try to get food for their family. I mean, socialism never ends up good.
No,
it's a lot of different places. Unfortunately, that's why the world must be free.
Yep.
And the only way for the world to be free, the people have to be free. And the only way the people can be free is they need freedom tools, things that help them secure freedom. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
No worries.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what we need. Let's see here. I'm gonna go through this real quick and try to shout out everyone. No, that's fine. That's fine. If we have anyone watching out there, which we do, we've got people who always coming in here. They're always in here. They're in here all week. You know, we've got, let's see who was number. I'm trying to see who's number one. The Anku was number one, I think, for the first time. The Anku was number one. He says, what's up to everyone? We've got Ridge Runner in here. We've got the Tyven Show. Tyven Show's in here. Archangel Bricks is here. Robert Davis, Hillbilly Nitro says Hillbilly in the house. Let's see. We got Flopping Garbage as well. SoCal Gunner, Chris Bolus, Lewis 1911. There he goes. So you guys see him in the chat all the time. This you wouldn't know it, but that guy in the chat, Lewis 1911, this incredibly handsome man right here,
live on the Hank stream.
Yeah, yeah. He's like I'm trying to think of the movie star that Lewis looks like. What do you think, Walter? What do you think? Like I was gonna say Don Johnson, but he's not blonde enough. He's
no. No, Jim. Yeah.
Yeah. We got to have someone else. We got to have someone else. So you guys help us out.
Help us out with that one. Jason Gunn says the 16-inch rifle was the Colt 605. I think that's what I heard. We were at the Brownells booth. So
yeah, this is a BRN 605, I think.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yeah. So this is a BRN 605 for anyone who wants to know. So the BRNs for Brownells for all these retro rifles. And it would coincide with the Colt 605. I think that the barrel, you know what, with this handguard in there, it doesn't look that long, I guess. I don't know.
It's 16 inches.
Yeah, but it is legal. It is legal length, so it's not an SBR or anything. Oh. But I don't know, is that just me, or does this long handguard thing makes it look a little shorter, right?
That's a normal triangle handguard.
Classic. It's a classic dissipator platform AR.
Yeah, but they don't.
16-inch barrel with a full-length rifle sight plane, sight radius, so you get better accuracy out of iron sights.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but they're not running the short carbine gas block. They're running the 20-inch gas block.
Yeah, on the original models, it was the rifle length gas system with a larger diameter gas port.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Colt played with it, didn't work out. Commercially, it became popular with Bushmaster.
Right.
Back in the late 80s, early 90s. They did it with a 16-inch carbine length gas system, where all they would do is they'd get a regular front sight tower, shave it off, put it under the handguard, and then put another front sight tower at the 20-inch mark.
Yeah. I like the carry handle.
Oh, you like the old school style?
Old school. Yeah,
I don't
mind.
Like
that old school carry handle. Yeah. Listen, you can't have can't throw
like this
dots on everything. Yeah, there you go. So what is this, Walter? What is this you're showing?
This is the lightweight model, AR-15 lightweight, that I bought about a year ago, I think. First time. I usually don't buy made Colt AR-15s because they're usually expensive, but this one here was basically a used gun. I think it was rehabbed by Colt. Was this a police thing? It might have been a police gun. It's not marked for law enforcement, but it very well could have been. But it was rehabbed or went back through Colt, I'm sure. So
was that when because I seem to remember there was someone that had a sale on police guns, but I can't remember if that came from Canada or what was going on.
No. There's been a whole batch.
Yeah, I saw something about that. There was some SBRs in there, right?
I forget the model, but it was I've seen some lightweight 16-inch models with A2 carry handles, A1s. Mm-hmm. So they've been hitting the market recently.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, of course, this has the fixed stock. I guess it has the forward assist. Yep. Is there a special name for this paddle?
Teardrop.
Is that the teardrop?
Teardrop and a no fenced lower.
Yeah. Right.
So that's not
magazine. Is it so? It only came with these magazines. People
20 rounders are normal. Yeah.
Oh, what was wrong with people back then?
They worked great. There's nothing wrong with people. I got a whole bunch of those.
That wasn't enough.
Well,
like they should have had longer curving.
When you put the fun switch on it, no, it's not enough.
Yeah, for sure. But this is nice. I like this. Yeah. It's you would think it's not too heavy. It's not too heavy.
No.
So we're gonna shoot this. It just came in today, so we're gonna shoot this at some point. And I'll talk about some other stuff that's here. Let me finish with the shout outs. I think I said Brian. I didn't say it. Brian Wyatt, Psycho 316. Let's see who we got here. I think I said Flopping Garbage. Jason Scherer, Master Sergeant Poppy. I don't know. Richard Rasnick, Jake Delahome, Weston Propes, Moobut, Care Bear on the Holiday Road, PCB. Also here, Eric Hammond, Mental Dunk. So the Pants is here as well. MW Tactical says he's about to eat a pizza.
Go for it.
So there you go. Turbo 99 Miata. Also Bricks Knife is here as well. And let's see. I carry my revolver in single action. So there you go. Greg 98K, CB. Also here, Kathleen Music Lover. Let me see. I'm trying to see. I think I said Vanessa Kitty just now. Lola Strange is in the chat. You guys can say what's up to her. Mike Bryant also here. Let's see.
I'm having some crawfish etouffee tonight.
Oh, you do? Crawfish?
Crawfish etouffee.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Very nice, Walter.
Peggy whipped it up. Yep.
Yeah. This is a message for you, Walter, from Brian Quick.
What he
says? Brian Quick says, Safety Harbor Firearms, I discovered what happened when you run a CNC without the coolant on and a spindle speed is 14,000 RPM, broken every tool.
That could happen, yes.
Yeah,
that could happen for sure. Yep.
So,
especially when you're not paying attention. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see what else is going on. We Run Guns says, I really like Gunstreamer so far. Lewis, how come you're not up on Gunstreamer, man? What's going on?
Because I just started, the wife and I started the channel like literally less than a week ago.
All right. Well, it's very easy. While you're talking to us here, you can literally go on the computer, sign up with the Gunstreamer, get your stuff going over there. And then you've got like about 5 videos on the channel.
And they transfer everything for you, so you don't have to do anything. You just
5. We got more like, we got something like 35 videos.
So you got 35? Okay, maybe I was looking at the wrong thing when I was over there. I hope I subscribed to the right channel. I saw the Miami Vice thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
It's all our SHOT Show coverage. So. Oh,
okay, SHOT Show stuff. Okay, cool. So you got about 30 videos for SHOT Show?
Yep.
All right, cool. Congratulations. Awesome. Let's see who
Brian Wyatt. I do not know a thing about the ATI Millsport Plastic Fire Control Group.
Okay. We've got Jafari H. We've got The Juice. We've got Andrew Slaggle. Right to Arms. We also have, I saw Razor JB in here. Christian Grest is also here with us. Mr. America is here. So Gunstreamer is here as well. Ghetto Hood Gamer also here. So Richard Hughes is here. Chris Bolus, Gunfather, Jade Grew. All those people are here with us. If I missed anyone, let me know. It's Friday. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a crazy week. You guys got back from SHOT Show, Lewis, and you weren't feeling well. Did you go back to work or you took some time off?
Went back to work and taking some time off.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I have not gotten enough sleep, but I had to I came in, I suffer for the people, for the folks out there.
Oh yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, it's it's a tough job. Somebody has to do it. might as well be me.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm trying to go through this and see what else. We got a bunch of things we're going to talk about. We're definitely going to talk about the Virginia governor, Northam. What's his name? What's his name here? What's his full name? Ralph Northam.
Yeah. The fact that I believe he's supporting post-birth abortion.
Oh my God, that's murder.
Yeah.
Last I checked.
Yeah. Well, let's start with the first terrible thing that we learned about him. He's a Democrat. And with that, he also believes in abortions the way up to after you're born. And on top of that, I guess there's some news that someone pulled out his yearbook of when he was in college and he was in blackface. I don't know if this is him in blackface or is he the guy standing next to him that has a Ku Klux Klan outfit on? I don't know. It's confusing, but it's all in his yearbook.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Well, you know, for a Democrat, that's normal. I mean, they had Strong Thurman. He used to be what, the Grand Wizard or Cyclops or whatever the hell their rank is.
Yeah.
One of Hillary Clinton's mentors, as she said herself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And who started the Ku Klux Klan?
Democrats.
Thank you, Bubba.
Yeah, I believe it. So, was he just elected as the governor in Virginia? I'm trying to.
I think so. I think their election was within November. I don't remember if they fall on even or odd years.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it seems like this year they fell on an odd year. They got the Klan member. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, I don't know how long he's going to last, but,
Well,
he'll last a full term, and then he'll probably go somewhere to Congress. That'd be my guess.
That was just a useful, mistake.
Atomic Bull says that's Robert Byrd. Was it Robert Byrd?
Yes, it was. Yes,
Robert Byrd. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He was the respected eldest, one of the eldest ones in the Senate, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that was in his past. That was his past.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like a Nazi, in the past. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Juice says it's always the liberals that claim minorities, but they hate them and treat them like second-rate citizens. I really agree with that.
Well,
so
as I say, use them like a Trojan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, get the votes and forget about them. So,
yeah.
Life.
Let's see.
Let's see here. What we got?
Yeah, I'm trying to look through here and see the other things. What news things have you guys seen out there?
Let me go look.
I know that in Hawaii they're submitting 3 bills that's going to go after semi-autos.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heard about that.
Illinois, they recently passed that gun store zoning or registration, something with, if you're an FFL in Illinois, you have to get a state permit if you sell more than 8 guns a year or something like that. And it's ridiculous. It's basically going to drive mom and pop FFLs out of business.
Wow. Okay.
On the other side, to my knowledge, I forget if it's Nevada, where they just held SHOT Show. Democrat majority just won there. The governor, the newly elected governor there, he's pushing for an assault weapons ban and a mag ban.
Okay. So, yeah. So Lola wants to know. Lola's trying to figure out if we introed Lewis and if people know. So I don't know if you guys know. Maybe Lewis, we should get you to do a little refresher course for those people out there who haven't seen you on the channel before. Although you've been on here a couple of times. So
yeah. I write for Truth About Guns. We have our own YouTube channel. We just started. It's called New Wave Firearms. Prior to that, I attempted to run for the NRA Board of Directors. That didn't work out, which in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big loss because we've seen how the NRA is. I want them to be a better organization, but right now they've got a lot of dead weight. So instead of me muddling it up with another campaign, I'd rather throw all my support behind Adam Kraut. So
I was going to say, you're another one of those troublemakers, as they call Adam Kraut.
Yeah, I'm another troublemaker.
So do you think they're trying to hack you?
I heard Max said that. I'm not 100% sure if they are trying to hack me. That would be, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or not, if I'm actually on their radar.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are on their radar. I actually spoke to him about it. And, I know that there may be some people out there that think that Mac just says this stuff. Mac keys us into quite a few things before they happen. He's done it before. And then people always say, oh, that's crazy. But I think that he has a very good source that and he's not the only one that got that information, and from what I hear, there are people who are under attack all the time. I don't think it's a stress is a stretch, considering that the NRA had a close relationship with that Russian hacker chick and some other people out there. You know, I've noticed some problems with my website over the last couple days. No kidding. I'm not making that up. We've had some issues with it.
Okay. In regards to the NRA in Russia, what I find very troubling with that is they've backed off and they've pretty much said we're not making any statements on that. If they were legitimately simply going to Russia to work with their pro-gun counterparts, they should bear that out on the table. They shouldn't hide it. They shouldn't be afraid of it. They shouldn't be ashamed of it. But the fact that they're being tight-lipped as a lifetime NRA member, that raises questions on my end because, look, I want to know. I pay dues. You know, I contribute. I donate to the NRA. Where's my money going? If you guys are going to Russia simply to operate with another pro-gun group, I have no problem with that. You know, freedom across the world is great. But if there was some shady deal going on, because I know, for example, Pete Brownell, I think he was part of that group that went over, and I know he has a business in Russia. Did he use that to facilitate a better business deal over there? Maybe, maybe not. Did he do it in the NRA's name? Who knows? Mm-hmm. So, as a member, my only issue with it is if they have nothing to be afraid of, just lay the cards out on the table. Drop the whole "we're not making a statement" deal.
I think they have a lot to be afraid of. I think they're up to a lot of things. You know, if they weren't a corrupt organization, it would be a lot easier for us to get people like you and Adam elected onto the board, make changes in there. But it's very difficult. I mean, they're almost like, you know, I grew up in New York and I've been a Teamster before. And those are some, you know, there's some unions out there. I'm not saying all unions are terrible, but pretty much most unions are horrible. And like the Teamsters and all that kind of stuff. And the NRA comes across to me like that. There's a lot of money involved here that they're controlling. They do a lot of like backroom deals and all that kind of stuff. I don't put anything above the, you know, above them doing it. So
who knows?
Yeah, we will find out. But the things that we found out, we already know that, yeah, they were messing around with the Russians and up to all kinds of stuff. So,
yep.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes out of that. Just Dano says NRA has annual vote, so why would they not have short survey of what voting membership wants? Because they don't care.
Nope.
And they have a vote, but it doesn't. It's not. It's so convoluted that it's very difficult. How many years has Adam Kraut been trying to get on that thing?
If I remember, it's either 3 or 5. I don't remember exactly, but I know year-wise, I think it's 3. But he's always run for a regular seat, and if that doesn't work out due to the amount of votes he has gotten, he always ran for the 76th seat, which is the annual year. Because for the people watching that don't understand how the voting works for the NRA and the board member, it's a total of 76 members. 25 are always up for election every year, and they make a total of 75. They have a 3-year term. There's the 76th seat is always voted at the annual meeting. That's always held. So
what about those other 50? Are those permanent?
No, they're not permanent, but it's done in like how we do it with Congress and with Congress, that there's always a staggered election. Mm-hmm. So it's always every year only 25 are up for vote. For like this year, Marion Hammer's up for vote.
Oh, cat lady.
If she wins her seat, she'll be in for the next 3 years when she'll be up for vote again.
When is she up for vote?
She's up for vote right now.
Okay. And she is one of those people over there that really, really does not like folks like us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
She doesn't like machine guns. The only thing she likes is cats. That's it.
She's like the cat lady in Harry Potter. You know, there's the cat lady in there, and then the cats go and report to her and tell her all the stuff. Her cats are probably looking at this now and going back to her and telling her that we're talking about her. So
I'm gonna pee on Hank Strange.
Oh, I pee back. I put my toxic masculinity all up on you.
I'm gonna give you some 300 blackout up that cat's backside. You know what I'm saying?
I'm staying out of that one.
Yeah.
Well, she lives in my town. I see her in person. I try to keep things peaceful.
Oh, when you see her, can you send her a message for me?
What?
Right there.
Give me 1 second. The dogs are going nuts.
Oh, okay.
Meow.
Yeah.
Now, don't anybody get think I'm not like a cat killer or nothing. I don't got nothing personal against cats, but people who have, that prefer their cats over other humans, I think they need to get out more. So that's all.
I'm a dog person anyway, so
yeah. I don't trust cats. They're
Yeah.
evil. They're trying to kill us all the time. Yeah.
Look, with cats and dogs, it's real simple. A dog thinks you're God because you feed it. A cat thinks it's God because you feed it.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of cats. I think good for catching mice. Whatever.
Yeah, you put them outside, let them do their thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust them. If they were just like 4 times bigger, man, they would be eating people all the time.
Crackbot says cats are delicious. Crackbot, are you Korean or Vietnamese or something? What was the deal here? I mean, come on. I'm not being stereotypical, but
I'm staying out of that.
Yeah. You know what?
You'll never get on the board.
The other day, I found out that Peggy doesn't watch the show anymore. I was talking to Peggy, and I know she watches it sometimes.
Yeah.
But she doesn't always watch the show.
She doesn't always.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, what happened? What's up with that?" And she was like, because crazy stuff that Walter says. So
Harry Potter's on now. She's not watching the show.
This would be one of those nights when she would be happy.
Yeah.
That she was not watching the show.
The crackpot for real's on right now.
Yeah. What Walter is up to. So, yeah. Let's see what's going on here. Miami, what about GOA? Good to go or what? So that's from HJCC LX4.
In my opinion, with GOA, they have a very good message and a very good foundation. They're a much smaller organization, so they don't have the resources. I look at every organization as this. I'm willing to support them as long as they do their job. If they screw up, I pull my support from them. It's no different than anything else. If they do their job, hey, great. If not, I go elsewhere. My money goes elsewhere for funding. Right. So at the present moment, I've been in conversation with Eric Pratt. He seems very down to earth. He's very humble. At no point has it been a financial, hey, I need you to pay for this or that. He's been very like, look, whatever we need to do to win the fight is what we got to do. He's willing to work with other organizations. So right now, GOA has my back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that goes for, even here in Florida, that goes for Florida Carry too.
Yeah. So I know we were talking about this. I'm just going to go through some news things quickly. I think we were talking about this. South Dakota is the latest state to allow concealed handguns to be carried without a permit.
Yep. Constitutional carry. They're now the 14th state.
Thank you, Mrs. or Miss Governor, female, by the way.
Christy Noem, I guess, if I'm saying that. Yeah.
She gets it. She gets it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that goes into effect July 1st. So that's cool.
Yep.
That's a cool thing. Congratulations to South Dakota. That should be the whole country. Let's see. What is this? Elizabeth Warren apologizes to Cherokee leaders over DNA. Now? God, she's doing that now?
She's such a fraud.
Is that part of her run because she's running for president?
Probably.
Oh, God. What a freak. Let me tell you, all you Democrats out there that run for president, the party's going to use you like a Trojan. And they're going to pick somebody that's a mainstreamer. You don't have a chance. So
yeah. So let's see this. Senator Elizabeth Warren apologized to Cherokee Nation leadership about her DNA test that aimed to prove Native American ancestry. According to media reports, the apology comes just days before Warren, a Democrat representing Massachusetts, is set to make an announcement about, guess what? Running for president.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Come on, Dem Freak Show. Come on, Pocahontas.
There's going to be lots of people doing that. Lots of people doing that. Let's see what else. Oh, Cory Booker.
Oh, another whack job.
He's running for president.
and what's her name? Kamala Harris out of
another whack job.
Yeah, Kamala Harris running for president.
Camilla, yeah.
Out of them all, I honestly think Camilla's got the better shot. What a lot of people don't realize is DSA, Democratic Socialists of America, they've been taking over the Democrats right now. And she's very much connected to DSA.
Yeah, well, her campaign model says, not who you know, it's who you blow. So, because she blew her way right up the chain of command. So, pretty well known for that, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
And could we talk about that in the campaign, or is that off limits?
I don't know. Where did you get this information from?
Oh, it's a known fact. She was doing the I guess the guy used to be the mayor of San Francisco or one of those places out there.
Oh, really?
The guy's like 80 something now, but back in the day, she was bang. She admitted to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. She's known for her. That's how you get up to chain of command.
I guess that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I guess on the chick side of things.
Yeah. So Cory Booker's 2020 policy agenda: baby bonds, criminal justice reform, and action on climate change.
Oh God, what a fucking idiot! Sorry.
Yeah.
So, I'm tired of this climate change garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cory Booker. Yeah. Book someplace else, Cory.
Right. And then speaking of admitting to things, Walter, Takashi 6ix9ine. I don't know if you know who that is. Are you aware? Let me look at Walter's face on this one. Are you aware of who Takashi 6ix9ine is?
I'm not sure, but go ahead and spill the beans.
That's the young Latino rapper that has a bunch of different kinds of colored hair, and then he's got tattoos all over his face.
I think we talked about him before. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Lou?
Not a clue.
Not a clue. Okay. So he was a rapper. He got arrested, and now he pleads guilty to 9 counts. I think the folks out there know who that is, and he's cooperating with the feds.
He's gonna spill the beans on somebody else.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. We talked about him. He's a guy that plays Joe Badass, but he's not really Joe Badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he get shot or something like that, or was involved with the shooting?
No.
No. Okay.
So let's see. Brooklyn-based rapper Takashi 6ix9ine struck a plea deal in his criminal case, agreeing to cooperate with federal investigators and admitting he paid someone to shoot a rival rapper.
Oh, okay. That's
to scare him, according to court documents. Before Takashi, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, agreed to cooperate, he faced up to life in prison for his alleged crimes. As part of his agreement, Takashi pleaded guilty on January 23rd to 9 charges, including racketeering, conspiracy, firearms offenses, and violent crimes in aid of racketeering. One of those things, and I don't know if you guys, I don't know whether or not you saw this in the news, but he had like some guns that you're not even supposed to have in New York, all kinds of,
I vaguely remember. He had what wasn't he also in Atlanta?
He was all over the place. He was doing craziness all over the place. So I guess he said that in the fall of 2017 he met and joined the 9 Trey Blood Gang. Takashi 22 told Manhattan U.S. Court District Judge Paul Engelmeyer. So yeah, as a member of 9 Trey, the enterprise engaged in such activities, including shooting at people, robbing people, and at times drug trafficking.
At times.
Yeah.
Not all the time, just every once in a while.
Fine, upstanding citizen.
Yeah.
As they say in the South.
The 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods are a subset of a violent gang that started in Rikers Prison in 1993. So there you go. So yeah, man, you want to you fake, what? Sometimes you fake it until it becomes real, right? So this is a guy like faking that he was a gangster, rapper, or whatever, and then the real thing catches up to you. So you gotta live with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. CB says he's gonna be passed around 69 times per day. Oh Lord. Okay. So
like a Trojan.
So there you go.
Anyways.
Yeah, there's that.
So
yeah.
We I remember there was a video that you did recently at SHOT Show with Franklin Armory. And something to do with the folks over at In Range 2. What was that all about?
Interesting. Well, I think what that was is that the last year, to my knowledge, this is my understanding of it, and a lot of this is out there on the interwebs, so you guys can go see it. But last year, the in-range folks went to Franklin Armory, did a video with them, and then made it look like the video was over because they put the lens cap on the camera and put the camera down, but they were still recording audio. And when they published that video, I think they did somewhere between 5 and 7 minutes of video that was audio only.
Okay.
And they just put a splash screen over it where they were having a private conversation with someone who worked there. So I think the Franklin Armory guys took exception to that. And this year, the president of Franklin Armory, Jay, he's been on here before. He said that he wanted to talk to them first before they came to film in the booth. So when they came to the booth and he wasn't there, and the folks in the booth told them, hey, you know, you guys can't film until you talk to Jay, they kind of blew up and then said, oh,
the one dude had a fit.
Yeah. They're refusing to allow us to record, and it became like a whole thing.
Well, so, I mean, I remember the rules at SHOT. It's if you're media, you have to get permission from any booth to record, to do an interview, to do any media work. It's a private event.
And if somebody's being a turd, all you gotta do is tell them that somebody's being a turd, and they can throw them out.
Yeah.
So
Also, people refuse to be recorded with me all the time. Like, we talk to people, and they're very nice in the booth, but they don't want to be on camera because they're shy. You know, some of them are not.
It's not their job.
Yeah, it's not their job. They're not authorized to speak for the company.
Right.
Yeah, that's what a lot of it comes down to. There was a couple of gentlemen. We want for our channel. We wanted to do an interview with Smith & Wesson in Spanish.
Oh, cool, man! That would have been awesome.
But the problem is the only Spanish speaker they had working there wasn't authorized to do media interviews. So, you know, it is what it is. We were like, hey, you know, we understand.
Yeah. Are you gonna do reviews in Spanish?
If I do it in Spanish, people are gonna be slamming pencils into their eardrums. The wife would be doing that far better than me.
Oh, really? But I think that would be great.
I butcher my Spanish, but yeah, I
think that would be awesome.
We're definitely going to do reviews in Spanish. We're going to do a lot of firearm stuff in Spanish because, look, if you're in South Florida, if you're in the Caribbean, if you're in Latin America, there's a lot of shooters. And
so I like that. I like that idea, man. I think that's a really good idea.
Is anybody else doing that?
Overseas, yes, not really in the U.S.
Oh man, yeah.
Boom, do it.
I think that's a really good idea. I really like that. That's a good way to go, man. You might blow up like that overnight. Just remember who your friends are, man. You know, when you start getting those millions of subscribers coming in.
Millions.
It could happen. Listen, there's a lot.
Wait, hang on. What's the dude in the Black Rambo?
Oh boy.
Overnight, right? Or very quickly he's blown up. So
I don't know. Do we want to have this Black?
No, we don't have to go back all through that again. But
I don't even want to know.
Yeah, I don't necessarily. I don't want to have the Black Rambo discussion because, you know, I've got nothing against anyone that's trying to do this stuff, but please, people, try to be safe.
Keep it safe.
Yeah, you could if you want to clown around, joke around, all that kind of stuff. That's your prerogative. You could do that. Please be safe. If you don't want to be safe with yourself, that's fine.
And try
be safe when you're shooting with other people.
And try to be a good example a little bit.
Yeah, well, you know, that's up to you. It's up to people out there, but you know.
Try to be at least a little bit of a good example. Yeah.
Well, you got to be an ambassador for the Second Amendment.
You're right. If you're going to go play that and try to, just be a little.
Well, everyone doesn't think that. I mean, so my thinking on this whole thing, if we want to get into it, is that I don't know if people even know who Black Rambo is.
I don't. So
yeah,
I have no clue.
So I've been noticing him like coming up around, like, you know, when you watch a video, there's stuff suggested. I've been noticing him getting suggested in my things or whatever. And then I met him at SHOT Show. Seems like a you know, cool enough guy. The problem, I think, is when he shoots, he always does the you know, he does the gangster thing or whatever, but he's real serious with it. So in his videos, he's shooting like this and doing
all over the place.
And that's fine if you're shooting by yourself and, you know, you're only taking your own life, only putting your own life at risk. What I think is not cool is if you're doing that kind of stuff and you're shooting with other people and you may be putting other people at risk. So
I wholeheartedly agree on that. Whenever I take new shooters out to the range, it's always in a controlled setting. And like I said, you got to be an ambassador for gun rights, because you don't know if you do something negative, that could go.
You could become a poster. You could be a poster child.
Exactly, and not only that, you could create a negative experience where someone that would have joined the cause, would have joined the movement, then goes like, you know what, I'm not comfortable with that. I'm going to go elsewhere. I'm going to do something else.
Also, worse than that, I mean, that's bad enough, but worse than that, you could actually hurt or kill someone.
Oh, of course. Well, that's always the worst thing.
So, I think, you know, or someone can follow your example and be just as destructive. So, you know, I think I like to see everyone. I think guns are for everyone. We say that here over and over and over again. Guns, Second Amendment, it's for everyone out there. There's no group that's excluded from that, in my opinion. And it's good to see people getting into this. But what I think is that as it becomes something really cool, and you have lots of younger, the cool folks doing it, and not us old fuddy-duddies, please think about safety.
Try to be a good example.
Yeah, please get some safety classes.
Try to be a good example, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, and don't hurt anyone.
Look, eyes, ears, know what your target is, know what behind your target is, and know what your backstop is. You know, the four fundamental rules. It's not hard to. Don't point it at something you don't want to shoot. Know what your target is, know what your backstop is, and always shoot a gun loaded. Yeah.
You know, just think about that, especially when you're dealing with other human beings. Don't put other human beings unduly. Don't put their lives at risk. Yep. You know, if you don't have to. Weston Probe says, Lou, that you should just do your videos with your wife dubbing you over in Spanish. That would be hilarious. You might hit a couple of categories.
There we go.
On that one, you might hit a couple of categories, you know. But I think she would be great to do some of the videos as well. So, yeah. So there you go.
Along.
Yeah. Let's see here. All right. I'm trying to look for other things that are going on here that I wanted to speak about. It's Friday. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. There's a couple of things I had here on my radar. Let's see.
I think the dude that the actor person that said he was attacked by the Magna carrying noose swinging guys, his story is completely falling apart from what I understand.
Yeah, we're gonna find out something. You're talking about Jussie Smollett.
They said supposedly when the cop showed up at that apartment, he still had a noose around his neck, and it's like, if you're so traumatized by a noose, why the fuck would you have a noose around your neck?
The issue that I find interesting is law enforcement asked for phone records, and neither him nor his manager / friend have been willing to turn over the phone.
Yeah, because it shows he's going to show he wasn't there. That's why. And all the video off the street shows nobody there either. So, as he claims. Yeah. So it's like what some weird sex stuff going on and you got beat up? What happened? One of your friends get mad at you and you get beat up? I don't know.
Who knows?
That whole situation is a weird thing. You know,
maybe he wants attention.
Well, so I don't know if you guys have heard of the Amazing Lucas. Has anyone heard of Amazing Lucas?
No, I don't think so.
Is that just me? Oh, I watch him. He's a YouTube guy that has some commentary on this. I think I'm saying his name right. It's like a black guy, young black guy, but he was a bodybuilder of some sort, of competitive bodybuilder. But he has commentary that he puts out on these things, and I was watching it last night. And he was saying, like, at 2 o'clock in the morning when this guy was out there, what MAGA guys were walking around with whatever fluid it was that they threw on him and a noose.
Well,
walking around Chicago.
Let me ask you a question. If you were driving down the road at 2 o'clock in the morning, you saw guys walking around with nooses in their hand, wouldn't you maybe like say, this is kind of strange. Maybe I should let somebody know about this.
Yeah. Well, and this guy was walking out there. So, you know, what guys were doing that and then knew him, specifically targeted him.
Right.
So, because he's saying that they targeted him. They were like, oh, aren't you that guy from that show Why would they be looking for him? If they were looking to do something, they wouldn't care what person of color they came across.
It'd be random.
Yeah, they would just do this. It's like a little weird. And then, you know, he's not as beaten up as you think that someone would be in a situation like that. So something's definitely off. Something's definitely off in that.
The story's falling apart. So
yeah, he's saying justice will be served, and and filing false police reports.
Yeah,
that's
ask all the women that accuse the guys of raping them, and they maybe throw him. Maybe if he wants to throw him in jail for a year, they see how he likes jail.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. Let's see what happens. I think that it's possible that maybe he was not getting enough attention.
Well, that's another thing too. When this supposedly happened, it was freaking cold as a mofo in Chicago.
Yeah.
How many gang shootings goes on when it's 30 below?
I don't know.
They don't go outside when it's fucking cold outside.
Okay, hold on. This is Chicago.
I don't care what it.
No, but listen to me. But listen, what dudes are driving around Chicago?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't happen when it's 30 below. Everybody stays inside. They got at least that much sense.
Yeah.
Your freaking dick will freeze off in 5 minutes in 30 below. So, come on.
Yeah.
With Chicago, who knows? In the end,
it's a story.
Right now, I think what's going to happen is it's going to be pushed aside by the mainstream media. They're not going to cover it if something doesn't go with their narrative, and it's just going to be brushed aside and it's going to be forgotten.
Yeah,
it's like all the other stuff. People make accusations. Depending on who makes the accusations, the media never questions it because who are we to question these people?
Yeah. Yeah. And the pants says, since when is downtown Chicago MAGA country? Which is true. Like, that's what MAGA guys are going around. That's like saying, like there's MAGA guys running around like downtown Atlanta, or like, what are you talking about? You know, that's not really at that hour. They're running around looking for
who's
trouble.
Running around?
Like, you're likely to get your ass beat
when it's 30 below zero. Who's running around at 2 a.m.
doing? Yeah, I know.
Nobody.
Besides something ain't right.
I think he was going out to get a fix myself, probably, and something happened that way.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah, or doing a George Michaels. Who knows?
Maybe there are promiscuous. Well, anyways.
Yeah, maybe he was up to a George Michaels.
Yeah,
we
don't
know.
Boy.
We don't know.
We don't man love. Yeah.
Yeah.
On to the next topic.
Look into a public restroom. Yes.
Yeah. Right. What do you got to know the foot signals? You got to know the right foot signals.
No, but that's only if you're a Republican congressman.
Yeah.
At an airport bathroom.
Oh, that's weird ass shit too. Yeah. God Almighty. Now, whenever I go in a bathroom like that, I'm always looking. Somebody sticking their shit underneath the thing. It's like I have to get my knife out and grab them and poke them.
Yeah. Be careful the foot signals you make.
Yeah.
When in public bathrooms,
especially when there's concealed carry in Florida, you might lose your foot. So.
Yeah. So let's see what else we got. I'm trying to see what else is going on here.
Let's see here.
I mean, look, we had SHOT Show this past week. What interesting things did you guys see?
I've only answered this question 2 cajillion times,
but I'll be good to one. So
yes, yeah. What interesting things did I see? I saw Walter. I saw you, Lou. You know, I saw some cool people. I saw your lovely wife. Well, out there rocking a fur coat right now.
Yep. Oh. She loves the leopard.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What cool did you see, Walter?
Well, I mentioned about those the Brownells AR-180 upper. I mentioned about the Canadian AR-180 type rifles.
Mm-hmm.
What else? There was a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah, I like the AA-12. The idea that there's going to be, but I know not everyone likes that. So
yeah, I mean, I like
that's cool.
That's an old design. That's from the 60s, actually.
Yeah.
So,
but it was full auto up till now, right? So,
well, yeah, they can't sell full auto, so there's no money for that. No money in that. No, that's cool. I mean, what's old is new again. Look at AR-180. Hello.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So, there was a lot of neat stuff out there. I've been just trying to think. It's kind of getting kind of a blur now. I'm thinking about moving along.
Yeah.
One of the interesting things I saw was it was a little company, a first-time exhibitor. They called their company Mars Inc. Supposedly, this guy used to be a shooter for the Army. He developed what he calls a recoilless 308 AR-10. Supposedly works off the same principle like the HKG-11 or more like a long recoil system like a Browning Auto 5 or a Remington Model 8. I saw his video. It looked interesting. I saw his prototype. It looked
Was that upstairs?
No, it was actually on the bottom. He was on the bottom level.
In the basement.
Yeah, in the basement. But look, it's out of all the things, what interested me is it was himself. He came up with the design. Apparently, he has it working. It wasn't a big company. It wasn't some flashy thing from Ruger or Rock River or Colt or Sig Sauer. It's kind of the American dream, the tinkerer working in his garage trying to make something new. And I'm actually kind of curious on it because if you could develop a rifle, a semi-automatic rifle that could achieve what he claims, and what he's claiming is that since it's recoilless, as the round leaves the barrel, you're going to have improved accuracy, which is true. It's the same principle of, the Russians did it with that two-shot AK pattern. We tried it in the 60s and 70s with the salvo load. That whole hyper fire. If you could get rounds on target before recoil hits the shoulder, you're on point. So I don't know. I was intrigued by it.
Yeah, that's interesting. What do you think, Walt?
Yeah, they can make it work, and it's commercially viable.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, if it's viable.
Yeah.
You
know what I did see, and we've talked about it before. So WMMF Guns, they're working with this guy that I believe he's a police officer right now, I think in Arizona, and he was a Marine, but they developed a stock that has a retractable sling in it. I think we talked about this, I don't know, maybe last year.
I saw that.
Yeah, and it was it's a prototype. I think they're about to come out with that. So that's interesting. I thought that was interesting. If you want,
it's like
I'm trying to find different things. Yeah.
I saw that kind of piqued the interest just because in my, I'm still on duty. I'm still full time. And yeah, when you got a sling and all that crap hanging in the back of your patrol vehicle, it all gets caught up on stuff because you've got everything else back there.
Yeah. So and it's one of those things that you don't need till you need it.
Yeah.
So it's probably, I know like people are like, oh, why do I need to put it in my stock? And but there's a lot of times that you don't have it. And then you're like, oh crap, I think I need one. And when I was talking to the guy who invented it, he said he came up with it because he went out, he was out on his own, and there were these two guys that he was arresting. And when he holstered his gun to put handcuffs, he saw one of the guys looking at him like, oh, this is because I think he holstered his gun, and there was something like, I think he had to put down, was something he told me he had to put down his rifle or something like that. And the guys are looking at him like, wait, can't do all of these things at the same time. Yeah. And someone was looking at his rifle, like, might want to do something here. So it's just one of those things that you don't think about. So
as a cop, the whole thing is you're supposed to treat your rifle sling like you do your duty holster. If you're going to go hands-on, you have to sling your rifle behind your back because, look, whenever you show up on scene, there's at least one firearm. That's yours.
Yeah.
So that's why, like I said, if he could get this going and it works well, then I wish him the best of luck because it really is a safety issue for a lot of officers and for the public.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's not so bad. Okay, so let's just take that Brownells contest thing I'm putting up is not live yet. Yeah. Midnight. So
don't waste your time right now.
What do we got? Like 4 hours or something like that. Less than 4 hours. And then once midnight hits, start getting your
rock and roll.
I'm gonna forget. Listen, I'm sponsored by Fort Scott Munitions, but I'm putting in for that thing. Nobody tell Fort Scott if I win the ammo.
Okay, we won't.
The barrel of ammo. Nobody.
I promise.
Yeah.
When first dibs on the ammo though.
Oh damn it, Walter! You got the dibs out in time.
First
yeah. Let's see who said this. Someone wanted to talk about the. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I carry my revolver in single action. Says men cheerleaders in the NFL now what WTF is going on.
Oh, well, another thing.
I don't follow football.
Okay, I'm not following. I mean, I know about football and stuff. Another thing, I think it was either the commissioner or one of these guys. They turned this. Football is a game. It's football. Play football. Do your football thing. Don't put politics in it, and don't put racial relations and all this other stuff into the mix, because you're turning it into a social thing, you know, and it's just, they're going to destroy themselves.
Social commentary.
Yeah, and it's like he's coming out, well, you know, we'll do this or recognize that. And
do that on live YouTube videos.
I know it's Black History Month and all that stuff, but play football, please. Just play the game. Don't get it all mixed up. I don't like any of these. I don't want to hear the performers telling them what they're. Just go out and perform. Do your thing. Have a nice day. Collect your paycheck.
Okay. Lou, what's your opinion on this?
My personal opinion is I don't follow football. Football for me has never been the sport. Baseball and basketball. As for male cheerleaders,
no.
Yeah.
No. No, that's like having male waitress at Hooters.
Yeah.
Hello. It don't
Mr.
work.
America says the NFL is now dead to me. Listen, I don't want to see dudes playing football. I'm just going to tell you guys that. You want to see some good football? Oh. It's called the Legends League, the League of Legends.
Yeah.
Look that up. Google that.
That's the lingerie league.
Yeah, it's some bootylicious ladies
beating each other up.
Playing football very scantily dressed.
Beating each other up.
Yep. That's the kind of football I want to see. I don't want to see dudes doing that. Okay?
I'll stick with baseball.
Yeah. I'll look, you know, so I'm just saying, you know, definitely I don't need to see dudes being cheerleaders. But
there's no cheerleaders in baseball besides the mascot running around.
Yeah, we're just living in this
and
world.
You can't see that face anyways, because that could be anybody running around.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I got to bring this up here. Armament Naxxas brought up a very valid point. How much ammo has Hank shot of my ammo? He owes you a lot. Laugh out.
How
loud.
much of your what?
Yeah.
He wants to know how much of your ammo I've shot. I would say maybe 2-3 rounds. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably thousands of rounds at this point.
A few thousand, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've all done that, so it's all.
Yeah.
It's all
Moobut says, "Hooray for boobies!" Yes, I worship at boobies. That was the first temple. Although my mom says that I actually never breastfed, because I know this seems like a crazy story that's going to embarrass Lola. But when we got married, my mom told her that right before we got married, when we went to tell my mom that we were getting married, she said, "Let me tell you something. He was just born. He was the easiest kid to be born. There was no pain. He just came out. He never breastfed, never listened to me. I'm just warning you." Don't get into it. It's gonna be a nightmare. You should have listened, Lola.
If he wasn't breastfed, don't marry him.
Yeah, you were warned. Okay. What is that? Oh, okay. What is this? Lou has to go.
I might have. Yeah.
Oh.
I have other. You know, I do have a wife that I have to make dinner for.
Oh.
She's looking. So he's getting watched. He's getting the evil eye. It's like
No. It's not. I'm getting the evil eye.
Maybe you're gonna get. Never mind. Forget it.
No. It's more of the. My wife busts her butt. She's expecting. You know, I gotta do my part around the house to help her.
Goodbye. See you later.
Yeah, you gotta be nice. Oh, that's fine.
That's all right. That's good. That's good.
Hey, but before I go, I do have to say this. The sales rep for B&T, the Swiss Arms guys, they are in Tallahassee, and they're possibly throwing out an invite for you to play with all their fun stuff here in Tallahassee. So if I can set it up, you are gonna come, right?
Yeah, depends on when it is. I don't know what you guys setting up a weekend. What are you doing?
At the present moment, I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be a weekday or a weekend, but they're going to possibly bring out their brand new 308, their 5.56, of course, their 9mm APC submachine gun, and that new PDW Glock stock they have.
Yep.
Yeah. Can I bring Walter with me?
That one, I don't know. It's out of my hands. It's in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And if I bring Walter with me, does that like absolve me of all his ammo that I've shot up?
Oh no, it doesn't.
That's between you two.
Yeah, I see the firearm rack says, "Wait, we all get a Walter ammo allocation." I don't know.
Hey, all I know is I got to get in on this. I like free ammo.
Yeah, nothing is ever free. There's always a price for it. There's always a price for it. Yeah, before you go, Lou, I want to talk about at least one article because you are writing articles for the Firearm for Truth by Guns.
Yep.
I almost said the other blog that should not be mentioned. Are you guys cool with the other guys?
I personally don't have any issue. I look at it this way. Look, we're a community. I'm good with everyone as you treat me right, I treat you right, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So
okay.
That's my personal opinion. I'm not here to compete.
Yeah, but just tell them I said they need to start talking about gun politics a little bit.
Okay.
That's okay. If they don't mind, if that's all right for me to say. But here's the article. This is on the Truth About Guns. I almost said it again. The Truth About Guns. It's called SHOT Show Kel-Tec CP33 pistol.
Yes.
And apparently there's video.
Yep.
Cool. And it says, but there's a picture of you.
Mm-hmm. With Chris from Kel-Tec.
Chris, okay, yes. And what did you think? Did you get a chance to shoot this gun?
I shot it at the industry day. By that point, we ran out of batteries, so we couldn't get any footage. But I'm actually impressed. Out of all the things at SHOT Show that impressed me was Kel-Tec CP33. It really impressed me because look, it's pretty much the RoboCop gun, and it's cheap to shoot. That's what I think of it. I just think of RoboCop whipping that out of his thigh, blasting a bunch of bad guys with it. It looks fun. I didn't have any issues with it. The other gun I didn't get a chance to shoot, but I did handle was Taurus's new 22, the TX22, and that's about the size of a Glock 19 striker fire, and it's 16 rounds, and it comes factory threaded for suppressors too. So the other than that, there was a little company called Damco. They're making modern Martini rifles in 30-40 Krag. They're working on one in 45-70.
Oh,
but back to Kel-Tec, I liked it. I'm really intrigued by it. They have for anyone in law enforcement or the military, they have kind of their own blue label pricing.
Okay.
So, if you have a DD-214 and it was an honorable discharge, if you're active or reserve, if you're in law enforcement, or I think it also applies to firefighters and correctional officers, things like that, talk to them and you could get their stuff at cost or pretty much just above it.
Okay.
So it's cool. I like the pistol. Did you play with it? Did you shoot it?
Yes, I did shoot it, and I thought it was great. I also like the new shotgun. Is that the KS7?
The KS7, yeah.
I like that, lighter. I like the carry handle. I know there's some people that don't like the carry handle, but I like that part of it.
That comes.
I think it's better. It's better. Yeah, I think
iron sights.
Right, but I also think it's better than what are those kind of like short shotguns that are out there nowadays, Walter, that you don't have to do any paperwork for?
Shockwaves and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's better than those because you get more control.
Oh yeah, it's more usable.
Yeah,
you can't really aim a shockwave. Shockwave is a hip shooter.
Yeah.
I have a shockwave. For me, I purchased it for one reason. That is to relive 80s nostalgia action flicks. That's it.
Get you a AOW, man. I know a guy who still has some on sale. Walter.
Yeah. Well, that's the reason we stopped making them because there's just so many of the non-NFA little guns out there that people don't want to wait. So boom.
Yeah. Yep. And HJCCLX4 says, Hank, let me know next time you're going to be in Gainesville. I'll let you shoot some fun stuff. Miami JBT can get in touch with me. Who's Miami JBT? Oh, that's you. That's your handle on AR-15, Lou?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll let you know the next time I'm in Gainesville. Hold on. Wait a second. Boom. I'm in Gainesville right now at this moment. Yeah, I'm always in Gainesville. That's where the studio is, just FYI, for anyone who doesn't know that. It's located in Gainesville. And if anyone's coming through, you can come down here, meet me, hang out with me. See what it's like in this fantastic studio where I'm just balling out all day.
Bring some lunch.
Yeah, bring me food. Good idea. Good idea. Bring me food. That's always a good thing.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm always in Gainesville. I don't know if you're located in Gainesville, but I'm actually always here. So unless I'm off somewhere around the country doing videos. So there you go. Let's see. Okay. All right. I don't want to hold up Lou because I know he's got to go make dinner for the wife.
Hey, I'm not knocking.
Get out there.
Hey. I don't knock it because trust me, I married up, so I got to do something right to keep her happy.
Yeah, your wife's a very nice lady. She deserves dinner, and then her feet rub. Pour her a nice bath, put some bath salts in there.
No bath salts. We can't have a cannibalism. We can't ever become the South Beach cannibal. No bath salts.
Oh dear.
No. She's very nice. She's a very nice lady.
Okay.
So, yeah, spoil her. Absolutely, spoil her. It's the weekend.
Yep, definitely.
So, all right, man. Thanks for coming on.
Well, give Lola our best. The missus says hi to you and her. So. Awesome. We'll try to swing out your guys' neck of the woods at some point.
Absolutely, yeah. Let me know when you're coming, and we'll try to get Walter here so we can
make boom boom.
Yeah, we can do some shooting.
Boom boom is always fun.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Lou.
See you.
Bye.
All right, so I recommend you guys follow Lou on all his social medias. Lou, do you want to tell us real quick what social media? Oh, he left.
He's gone.
Yeah, you'll find him on the Truth About Guns.
Yep.
And then he said I closed the window.
I have it open still.
To his what's his YouTube channel again?
New Wave Firearms.
There you go. On
New Wave
YouTube.
Firearms.
Go subscribe. He's always here in the chat. Very nice guy. Very nice guy.
Yep.
So
and he's looking at things that I didn't even see at SHOT Show. I didn't get into. There was 2, 3, 4 more rooms I didn't even get to this time. Oh, he's back.
Oh, Lou, what's up?
Yeah, sorry about that. You were going to ask me a question. My mistake.
No, that's okay. I was going to ask you what was your social media so people can follow you.
At the present moment, the only social media we have is the YouTube channel New Wave Firearms. As we get things up and running, we'll post on the discussion side on the YouTube channel on what to follow.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, man.
No problem. Catch you later, man.
Right, awesome. See you.
Bye.
Let's see. I'm trying.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I didn't get into. I usually make a point to walk through some of the other rooms that this year I didn't even get to it. I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like to miss things either, but it's like.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, there was so many things going on that I couldn't really, I just didn't get a chance, man. It was really aggravating. Now, here's something I did get a chance to cover, and because they sent me one before we went out, and this is on the Firearm blog. Lou's not here, so he doesn't know. He doesn't know we're talking about the Firearm blog. He's off making dinner for his wife, so nobody tell him. But the flux brace here, I'm going to throw.
Oh, yes, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to throw a link up here to you guys. There's an article on it, and I'll throw it in here so that you can see it as well, Walter.
Okay.
So, and I did have one here. Don't know where it is. There was one here, but I don't know where it went to. Who knows? Okay, don't worry about it, Lola. Yeah, I did have one here. I don't know where I put it now. Oh, okay. It was on the gun, and it's probably somewhere around here. But yeah. So anyway, there's this. The Firearms blog has an article up on it where they're talking about it. And if you guys are looking for a video, we have a video up that I put up right before we went to the show. So it says, so this says Flux Brace introduced for Glock 7. It says Flux Brace 4 introduced for Glock 17, but I think they put an extra 4 in there in that article. So that's got to come out by Flux Defense. And it works on the Glock 17, 19, and it works on other full-size 9mm 40 Smith & Wesson 357 SIG. So you guys can find my video out there. I think we had like 40,000 views on that video.
Really?
Yeah. So
yeah, it's new. It's a new thing. It's pretty cool looking. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Like I haven't had a chance to touch the one you have. So.
Yeah, Nico Ghost Gunner says I think the execution of the Flux Brace could use some work. but I like the concept. Killer Ratchet says, laugh out loud. I guess the Glock SBR kits are going to be obsolete now.
It's only obsolete if you think it is.
Yeah. So it was just interesting. If you guys want to take a look at it and you're interested in that, we do have a video up, as well as some other things that are up there. Then I saw this thing on the Firearm blog as well that I will throw up right now in the chat for the people. Did you take a look at the Firearm blog, Walter? Usually
yes,
you're the one.
Yes, I did. And I didn't. Nothing was like, oh my God, I got to talk about that.
Yeah. Usually things you're the one telling me about it, but
I know.
Here's one thing. Passenger with pistol slips through TSA checks at Atlanta airport.
Isn't that old news?
No, this happened.
I saw that. And was it recent, like just like today or yesterday, or is that a reaction to what happened before? So
it's emerged that on the 3rd of January, Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport passenger with firearm was able to board an aircraft despite having passed through Transportation Security Administration checkpoints. Is this the one? Oh, that's the one that went to Tokyo. You know what?
Yeah, Japan. Yeah, that's old.
We did talk about that. Okay, so
yeah.
Damn, man, I'm getting old.
German state police adopt new Glock 46.
Oh, really?
Is there a 46 now too? I'm so confused. There's so many numbers.
I know there's a 48. There's a 43X. There's probably 4. There has to be. If there's a 48, there has to be a 46.
Hey, I just had an awesome idea. Glock should have a Super Bowl ad where they go 46, 48, 46X.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And they pass a Glock and then boom, they shoot the opponent.
Yeah.
Oh dear, that's terrible. Yeah.
So here, let's see. I'm looking. There was this article I saw. Who knows? Who's ever heard of Shannon Watts?
No.
Shannon Watts. I think she's from Mothers Against something.
It's the ones
toxic masculinity is killing us, she says in a Vogue article.
Okay, sure, lady, sure.
Listen, I'm not even going to go through the article, but here's what I think. I think this is why more women should be armed.
That's why I think more women should act like women.
That's your solution to that. Don't take away the claws from the women. Let the women be armed.
Well, I got no problem with that. Just act like a girl instead of trying to act like a she-male. Anyways, that's a whole nother subject.
Yeah. Let's see.
No, Lola told me we need to show guns. So here's my AR again.
Yeah, Jafari H says, "Holy shit, Walter, you're on a roll tonight."
Well,
I don't know what happened to Walter yesterday when he was hanging out with his tank buddies.
Nothing really. I had one beer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, nothing's going on. It's just stuff. It's like,
yeah.
It's this constant thing. Like,
up to here. No,
guys aren't supposed to be guys. Guys are supposed to be neutered dogs. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? A neutered dog isn't worth anything in the dog world. So a neutered guy isn't worth anything in the man world. So
the answer is hells to the no. Okay, we can go. We can show some guns if you want to show some guns. You know what? I brought in a 9-volt battery for my Lyman trigger pull gauge. Because yesterday I saw you trolling, by the way.
I have one of those too, by the way, too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. When you and Babyface were talking about Lyman, I was like, oh, I never really heard of that company.
Oh, gee. How long? Well, you haven't been in the business that long.
So. No. But then I realized I've had this trigger pull thing for a while. So
they've been around forever in the gun world. So Lyman. So
yeah.
But
Tyvin wants to know if you heard of the student at UCF.
Yes.
That had the modified AR-15.
Yes, I was chatting with that. I was chatting with my son about that today, who graduated from UCF, by the way.
Yeah, and then Tyvin says it's not full auto. The gun.
He had supposed to be an auto sear.
Okay.
And then he had trigger, had a bump fire stock.
Okay.
So technically, the gun was not full auto.
Now, did he do something wrong?
Well, if you have an auto sear, that's the machine gun. I mean, that auto sear is the pass go right to jail part right there.
Okay.
Because
so you have the auto sear, but
not the auto sear. I'm sorry. What do you call it? A drop-in auto sear?
Okay.
So yeah, that's a bad juju, Buana. and then of course bump fire, which it piled on. It was just one thing after another.
Right.
And then the kid, I guess my son was telling me the kid got on some news conference or said out in press that he doesn't like laws.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, well, nobody likes laws, but you don't go say that in public when you're being charged with multiple felonies.
Yeah. So Florida Gun says, UCF student had a drop-in auto sear. He had the drop-in auto sear, but not in the gun. That's what you're saying.
Well, it doesn't matter. If you got the gun and the auto sear, guess what?
Yeah.
You guilty, Hoss.
That's
called intent in all 50
unless
states.
it's registered.
Well, then that's a whole nother subject, but yeah.
Okay.
So don't fall for that. Well, I got one, but it's not in the gun. Well, guess what? If you get caught with it, they're gonna pile on your butt.
Yeah. You'll be in trouble.
Bad juju, buana. Yeah.
And you probably won't be able to have guns anymore. So I'm gonna close the bolt on this. So there we go.
Can I do that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can go ahead. I'm gonna look. The battery is actually working.
All right, trigger pull. Wait. What do you got?
I'm sure someone's gonna complain to me that I'm not doing something right here.
Yeah.
So
somebody would. Okay, go ahead. I won't say it.
Yeah. So someone always. Let me take the safety off. That's a good thing. There we go. All right, and you gotta like hold it until you're ready, and then
that's what she said.
There we go.
6.5.
Nope, that didn't do a damn thing.
Really?
Is this thing not?
Is it on? Did you reset?
Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah.
Hit the reset.
Yeah, I'm clearing it. Okay, let's see. Now I gotta. Yeah. Never works right when you're trying to do it live on the air. Let's see. Damn it. What is up with this thing? It's not registering.
I got to come to Gainesville real quick.
Let me see. I got to figure it out. I got to get it figured out here.
Look what I got. I got a gun streamer patch. Boom.
Pounds. Gun streamer patch. Oh, very cool. Very cool. What is going on with this freaking thing? This is not doing anything. I wonder if I broke this thing.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
Yeah, I probably broke it.
No way.
Yeah. I've used it before. I don't know what the heck is going on with it.
You got a bad battery?
I don't know. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Okay, there's no way that was 10 pounds.
What? Okay, Kathleen Music Lover says, where's Babyface P when you need him?
Yeah, hold on a sec. 10 pounds? Can't be.
It can be, yes.
Oh, really?
It is an AR-15, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Typically, a military rifle's not, your little 3-pound trigger pull thing. Because think about it, if you're running through the woods with your M16 and you fall on top of it, you don't want it to go off just because you want to have that light trigger pull.
Yeah, that one was 9.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Oh wow. Okay, so it is. Okay. All right. So that's the pull on that one.
And there's also a thing called liability.
Okay.
If you make the trigger pull too light and then Joe Bob goes out and does something stupid with it, then
okay. So let's check. Let me check the Remington.
This has got the Elfman trigger in. Is that an Elfman?
No. It doesn't have the Remington the Elfman trigger in it yet. So
factory
I want to test it.
trigger.
Yeah, I want to test it with the factory. Oops. Okay, that's 6.
Okay, that's better.
6 pound.
But not
trigger. The guys who have the Remington 700s could tell me out there what you guys what your if you know what your trigger is getting. Yeah, so about 6 pound trigger pull on that one. Yeah, so I am gonna put in the Elfman trigger. That's what we're doing this weekend. I don't know what are you getting up to
this weekend? Well, tomorrow I'm gonna probably. I made a receiver trailer hitch for my Pinsgauer today, and I have to weld it up and get it mounted up. Getting ready for the First Florida Chapter's Military Vehicle Rally in Mount Dora at Renneger's Flea Market on 22nd February.
Oh, okay.
That weekend. So if anybody's in the area, there'll be tanks and trucks and Jeeps and stuff for sale and reenactors and people dressed up as Americans, people dressed up as Nazis. Nazis always lose. I've never seen a reenactment where the Nazis win the battle. Poor Nazis.
Yeah,
but
I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel bad.
Well, come on. I always threaten to take my motorcycle that I have if I get it back together and ride through and go ballistic on the Americans, but I just never did it. So just for fun. I just always should. The Nazis did win a lot, actually.
Yeah, I was wondering why you're looking over your shoulder while you're saying that.
I thought I heard somebody coming in or something. I always get told to stop it when I say that. So. But anyways,
yeah. Okay.
So that's good. That's going on that weekend, the 22nd. That right around that time. So I'm getting ready to go up there, get everything together for that. And Hank, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Whenever I get on Instagram, I'm not complaining or anything, but I am kind of complaining. Whenever I get on Instagram lately, I always get the same girl's butt to show up first thing.
Okay.
You're
complaining about that?
Well, I mean, okay, right now, instead of that, the Gould brothers came up with a big ass hog that he.
Oh, awesome.
That he offed. Wow,
that's a monster.
I don't complain about that. That's cool as shit. So,
yeah, that's a monster hog.
I'm not complaining about the girl's booty either, but it just seems strange, because usually things continually change on Instagram.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe the Russians are hacking my thing, or the NRA's hacking my Instagram account or something.
Right.
Who knows? I gotta have fun with it.
I'm laughing because Moobud says, "Squeeze it, Hank. Don't yank it. It's not your. It's not your Johnson.
Be gentle with it." Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, 762 saw that hog. That's a boss hog. That's a big old animal there. I mean,
so who is this girl that comes up? That her butt comes up whenever you go on Instagram?
It's
because you're apparently the reason why
I'm subscribed to her channel.
Yeah, of course.
It's a local one.
Ringham gave us $2. Not sure what that's for, but thanks.
It's Tropic Gun. You're
oh, okay.
Yeah, you're you know who she is. Yeah, I mean, every time I get on Instagram, this comes up, and I'm like, oh, I'm not complaining really, but it's just I just find it strange because normally Instagram's continually changing as the
but your phone is probably not refreshing.
Well.
So it's
hard to refresh when that pops up every time you turn the thing on. It just doesn't want to do anything. It gets distracted.
Yeah. Go to press the home button on the Instagram.
Well, I have, my friend. I have. Okay. Yeah, that's what kind of gets me a little like, what the hell's going on? That and the dead hog. That's what I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Not too much, anyways. But
Alex Capiza says, "I thought Boss Hog was a whiny kid from Florida." Someone said that's a boss hog, so there you go.
No, this is. I think they were out in Texas. Yeah, they're in Texas. The Gould brothers.
Yeah,
that's a big old critter, man. That's probably a 200+ pounder there. So, yeah.
So what? Oh, you know what? I have someone. There's a. Have you ever wanted to chop up a Glock frame just to see what happens? I don't know. Is that a random thing? Am I the only one?
How?
Yeah, I don't know. Just chop it up. Because I got this frame. This frame came in the mail. And I was trying to figure, I was like, why is there a frame coming in the mail? Maybe someone sent me this just so I could like tear it up, just like chop it into pieces. What? And then I realized it came for Babyface P. So
don't chop up Babyface. You're going to be on the poop list. If you
I don't know if he's watching. I don't know if he's watching.
Well, now that there's this proliferation of Glock parts that are genuine slides and internal parts, the companies are buying the police guns and basically selling the parts for more than they get for the gun to the guys that want to build the polymer guns. And then these frames are showing up all over the place too. I've even seen brand new, never built before Glock frames.
Oh, really?
Market. Yeah.
Okay. So. Yeah. Babyface had a frame come in, and then this box came in. I don't know if this very nondescript box.
Is that your knife?
With no, this box doesn't look familiar to you?
Oh yeah, that's a stock. That's a Kess stock.
Yeah.
Compact entry stock from Safety Hour Firearms.
Yeah, there you go.
For the 450 Bushmaster build that Hank Strange is getting ready to finish.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it's going to fit on there. We have to see because it is a billet upper lower.
Oh, it better.
So, but if it doesn't, I'll put it on something else.
Yeah, we'll put something else.
Yeah. Now this is one of the ones that you can put a tail hook on, right?
Yes, it's tail hook ready.
Yeah, so it's tail hook ready. You can put a tail hook on there. So and you know, this is for the AR-15. So just so the folks out there know that you have these. What are these? What are you guys selling these for?
I believe compact entry stock AR-15 minus the tail hook is like it's three something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible because I make the stuff, but I'm not the one putting it in the box and taking the money from people. So
okay. And Boss Hog that watches our show all the time says Boss Hog is a supporter of the 2A out of Texas. I don't know. I don't think that he was talking about that. There's probably a lot of people out there with the name Boss Hog on their thing. So yeah, I know. So why is this box like got nothing on it?
Well, because that got put together just for you.
Oh, okay. I was saying because you know there should be some kind of graphic.
Yeah, we usually have some stickers on it and some other stuff on it. Yeah.
I mean, you know, if you don't know what to put on there, you could just put like, you know, you could put this logo or something. Put one of these logos up on every box if you want, if you don't know.
I would like to sell a couple. Sorry, I couldn't resist that.
I'm just saying, you know, or you could put this face like, just make that a, you know, make that a thing and put it on the box.
I have a heart.
Sell so many of those, Walter.
Yes, I probably would. Yes, I'll just agree with you, and then we'll.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. Did Babyface get you one of his logo stickers yet? Asking Armin X is asking me that. No, I
haven't seen him.
I'm not in the in crowd there, so I didn't get one from Babyface.
Yeah. Babyface.
I don't think he had that many of them. Really, I don't know.
Yeah. He didn't give me one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Babyface, you know, he's stingy with that. So
I guess he don't want any more of his mounts to be made either.
Yeah. I still haven't really even taken this 365 out of the plastic.
out. I've never shot one of those. Did Babyface have one of those?
Yeah, he did have one. You didn't get a chance to shoot it?
I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't remember.
Next time you come over, we'll test it. So
it was that remarkable. I can't remember.
Nice little 365 going there.
And that's 9mm, right?
Excuse me, P 365. Yeah, 9mm.
9mm.
You know, this magazine. It's kind of small. Is this the 10 round?
Man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crawfish A2Phase kicking my butt, man. Whew.
Huh?
The Crawfish A2Phase having a battle in my insides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you're telling us that because
it's like, oh my gosh. Need some Tums. Okay. Or a beer. One of them.
Yeah. Definitely drink more beer. So so these are both 10-round magazines, it looks like to me. And then that one has the little pinky thing on it. And I guess you can get 12-round magazines for these.
Probably get bigger than that even, probably.
Yeah.
Seems like
so
soon as one of the aftermarket people get a hold of it.
Yeah. And of course we are rocking the Harry's holster.
There you go.
Yeah. For the P365, and you guys can use the code Hank Strange, and that gets you 10% off. So there you go, from Harry's holster. Which we're gonna have him come back on the show here at some point. But we're gonna do a whole video of this gun. I know it's like about time, right? It's only like a year after it actually came out.
Well, you know, you don't want to be too anxious. It might, you know, with one of those guns that goes off when you drop it or something like that.
Yeah. So, Mr. Barry McCockiner.
We got one now. Oh, okay, excellent.
Barry McCockiner says, just make sure that thing works.
That's what she said. Barry McCockiner. Tell Mrs. McCockiner that.
Yeah.
If you have a Mrs. McCockiner.
Yeah.
There's probably somebody out there who really has a name like that too. That's the scary part. Or something similar.
Right. Yeah. So what gun projects are you working on, Walter?
Well, what gun projects? Let's see. That's a good question.
Yeah. Boss Hog wants to know, does anyone out there in the chat have the MC1 from Mossberg? Sure. I shot it. It's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're going to sell a couple of those.
They'll sell a couple 100,000 pretty quick, probably.
Yeah.
Give Glock Run for their money.
Run for their money. James Miller says that you need some ice cream, Walter. That'll help settle your stomach. Or make it worse. One of those two.
Well, yeah, probably at 3 o'clock in the morning will make it worse. Yeah. That's not a bad idea, James. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any in the house right now, so it's probably a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
What I need to do is probably get up and move around a little bit, but there's time for that later.
Okay.
Let's see.
Don't you go don't you go losing it. Yeah. Now here's some news I found since while you're trying.
I know it's been kind of hard to me, a slow news day, but
Trump administration eases regulations on gun exports, raising concerns. Some people are concerned.
Who has concerns about that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know who would have concerns about that.
Well, but, the thing is, in the real world, for all you, we don't have a lot of leftists listening, I don't think. But for all you leftists that don't realize that, the rest of the world and all these little countries export firearms by the millions or hundreds of thousands, and readily and freely for the most part. And we here in the United States, and as a manufacturer I'm speaking, have to jump through all these stupid freaking rules and hoops and everything to do what everybody likes to call free trade. There is no such thing as free trade in the gun business. So I'm all
free
for it.
Free is never free. Free is never free.
No. And I'm all for it. I should be able to export to any damn country I want, except for the ones that are like fighting with and stuff like that. But
so that's basically what this article says. American gun manufacturers and their allies have pressed the federal government for years to change the way it regulates small arms exports in an effort to ease restrictions, boost gun sales abroad, and lower costs at home. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead.
I was going to say the Trump administration appears to be on the brink of delivering. Officials from the state and commerce departments, the two entities tasked with regulating arms sales internationally, privately told Congress this week that they intend to finalize rules next week that would shuffle which agencies oversee most consumer gun exports, relaxing export regulations and oversight.
Okay, so what that means is right now, if you want to export a gun, okay, say I want to export this antique, which is technically an antique, I believe, or close, Luger. I have to get a permit from ATF. I think what they're going to do is they're going to switch a lot of the non-military stuff to commerce, the commerce department, and you won't have to deal with ATF, if I'm not mistaken. So, they should make it easy. It's really difficult to export stuff, especially if you're a small guy. I mean, the big guys have whole departments that handle that stuff. So,
and that goes. It doesn't just go for guns. There's things like optics and things like that fall under that, right?
I mean, your basic scope, if it could fall under this ITAR stuff, International Trade in Arms, it's to prevent the bad guys from getting the cool stuff. But if your stuff is just run of the mill, why should you be restricted from shipping it out of the country? I mean, the Chinese, ship everything everywhere, all parts in between, and we should be able to deal with them on an equal surface.
Yeah. The pant says, "Export that Luger to me, Walter."
Well, I kind of like the ghetto Luger. It's got character. It's got pitting, and it's Babyface helped me get it back together, and
it runs, right?
Oh, it shoots fine now. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I got me a nice reproduction flap holster for it, but I really need to get me a nice one. So.
Yeah, looks like we've got C4 Defense in here. He says hello.
Oh.
Crackbot says cameras fall under ITARs as with
them fancy lenses and all that stuff. Night vision, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
762 says ITARD.
And let me tell you, the guys that don't know, ITAR registration for just the average Joe for a company is like $2,400 a year.
Okay.
So, and legally, or the rules say that all manufacturers, whether you're exporting or not, are supposed to be ITAR registered. Now, if you think about it, if you're a little guy and you're making you're making small stuff and you never export anything, why the hell should you have to pay $2,400? So that's something that's up. Supposedly that's going to go also to commerce, but I don't know if that's part of this same thing. But yeah, a lot of rules to do business that you shouldn't have as many rules to do business with. So I got that.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to get some changes there.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I hope so. He's been talking about it for a while now, but as you know, with the government, and as I know, things don't move too fast.
You could do a lot of waiting.
Yeah, you can. You can go broke in the time you wait. Yes.
Yeah. You can definitely do a lot of waiting out there. Yeah. So what other? I don't know if there's other. We Run Gun says, did we see what came out about the Virginia governor? Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Looks like some blackface pictures with someone. I mean, it's not clear who's in blackface and who's wearing a Ku Klux Klan thing, but it's on his page.
Yeah.
From his yearbook. So
yeah,
nothing stays hidden. Nothing stays hidden.
Well, not even for a Democrat. Now, whether they do anything about it's another story. Because the Dems have a real good way of covering for each other. They'll come up with some cute excuse like he was just young, just that was just a stupid young move he did, something like that, probably. So. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the people will just say, "Well, okay, what's the next story?" As the news cycle continues on. So, we'll see.
Yeah. Listen, that's up to the people of Virginia to deal with.
It's West Virginia.
No, Virginia.
I thought we were talking about the Hicks, and if any of you guys are from West Virginia, I don't mean anything personal, but I thought we were talking about West Virginia. Oh, we're talking about right next to D.C.
Virginia.
Oh. My.
Oh, why does that make it so different to you?
Oh my. He's going down. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised. But then again, he might just play hardball and hang out until somehow he's forced out. And typically the politicians won't force each other out because they're scared of their own ass. So boom.
Yeah. Now, if they boot him out, are we going to get someone who's pro-gun in there?
Who is the attorney? Who's the lieutenant governor in Virginia?
I'm sure
that's who you're going to get.
We're going to have to pull that up and see. But
you're going to get a bootlicker that rode his boots into the governor's spot.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm in rare form tonight. Nobody's safe.
Big Cliff says West Virginia say screw you.
Yeah. The poor people in West Virginia got fucked so hard by Obama with the coal industry.
Well, okay. Moobud says Floridians don't get to make fun of any other state.
Well, a lot of times when you hear people of West Virginia, they start making jokes about family trees and there's a joke. What is it? Well, can I say it?
Yeah, I don't know, Walter. At this point. You can say whatever.
Does a family tree look like a telephone pole?
Uh-huh.
I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, Kathleen Music Lover says Walter had his Odies.
It must have been those crawfish. That's what it was.
Yeah. Walter is ready to go, man. Nobody's safe. Shots fired.
Hey, they got 120 watching, only 95 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button, mofos. Get out there. Get on it.
Yeah, and Crackbot says it's okay for you to be racist if you're a Democrat. Didn't you get the memo? I'm sure that's sarcastic.
Well, that's what I was kind of alluding to. It's also all right to collude with the Russians, Hillary Clinton, and Bill Clinton.
Yeah, lots of hypocrisy going on.
And the Podestas, and you just keep going and going and going. It doesn't end. So,
I think politicians in general just say whatever it is they have to say to get the votes. That's it. When they get in there, they do what they want to do. I think we see that on the Republican side just as much as we see it.
Yeah, they do
on the Democratic side.
They do it, and then people don't remember what these people said for the most part, and then everything's still screwed up like it's always been.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then when you finally get somebody in there that does something, he is a pariah. So, I wish Mr. Trump would, when he has a State of the Union, call out Nancy Pelosi and Schumer almost 30 years that they've been there and done absolutely nothing. So,
yeah, when is the State of the Union going to be? Because I know it was pushed back with the shutdown and
it's
all
coming
those
up.
kinds
It's
of
coming
things.
up. It's coming up.
Okay. Do you watch the State of the Union?
Every once in a while. I might watch this one because I don't know what he's going to do. Hopefully he calls some folks out.
Kookaries are coming out.
Yeah, it's kookery time. Yeah. This one here is nice and shiny. It's never
Let me lock it on you. Let me lock it on you. Go ahead.
It's never been taken out in the woods and used to clear brush with it or anything. So it's a prettier one that I have.
Yeah.
I got a couple of them that I've actually used. They work pretty well.
Yeah. Crackbox. Go ahead.
Used in the woods, not used on other people. But but yeah. Yeah. So what were you going to say?
Crackbot says, I wish we were still allowed duels. Yeah.
Well, you got to show up for the duel, and these people wouldn't show up. So,
yeah.
They'd probably hire some immigrant to stand in for them. Anyways.
Yeah, so what projects are you working on, Walter?
Okay, what projects? Let's see. At the shop. Right at the moment.
That you can talk about.
Yeah, I can talk about that. Yeah. I don't. Okay, I have one sub gun that I started to put together a while back. I need to finish. It's a submachine gun. A Portuguese FPB is called. I need to finish that. I got a couple AR projects I want to build. I want to build a really small AR.
Okay.
I'm chatting with your brother there. I've got some parts. I got some parts of his that I need to put together in a real small gun.
Oh, okay.
I was commissioned to do that work a while back, and I've been kind of I just haven't gotten to it.
Okay.
What else?
Okay.
I want to take actually what you got in your hand right there, that AR-15. I have some that are like that, but the barrel's a little bit longer, like 20 inches. I want to take one and make that. So I'm going to take one. I'm going to take one of my 20-inch barrel ARs and cut it down to that size.
Okay.
And we'll make its evil twin.
I was saying, shouldn't we make this full auto, maybe?
Well, we can drop my lower on it. We can drop my lower on it and see how she runs.
Yeah.
I happen to have another lower that's all papered and everything that hasn't been assembled, so we can maybe do that. Yeah. I mean,
that'd be cool. Nice carry handle, full auto.
Oh, you like that carry handle thing, right?
Yeah. You know what? I'm liking these retro rifles.
Retro, man. Yeah. I mean, I like the look of the early guns were really simple. I mean, they didn't have all the lights and whistles and bells and fancy sights and all that stuff. It was more about the shooter. Now, what's nice about that carry handle, you can put their new 4-power scope on it. Their 4x20 scope.
Yeah, it fits up here.
Yeah, it fits right up on the carry handle there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes, I think
they didn't send you one of those?
No.
Oh.
I don't know if those are officially out. I know they were showing it at SHOT Show. I don't know if it's officially out. We gotta, we'll work on that.
It might not be ready yet. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll work on getting that out.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So I'm sure. Oh God. The K9 coach says the lieutenant governor is a black guy, so I'm sure he wasn't impressed. Let me explain something to you, K9 coach. Politics. You're just lieutenant governor. You better. Okay, well, let me back that statement out too. People look the other way for a lot of things in politics, and I'll leave it at that. In order to stay in power, stay in the groove, stay in the circles, they look the other way. So I'll just leave it at that. Whether that happens this time or not, maybe he'll push the front guy out. It could be his way to the top. You never know. Maybe he'll get to be the governor pretty soon. To be continued.
Yeah, it looks like he's apologizing. So this is in USA Today. I am deeply sorry. Virginia Governor Ralph Northam apologizes for yearbook photo with blackface and KKK costume. The photo was one of several listed on Northam's medical school yearbook page from Eastern Virginia Medical School from the year he graduated in 1984. Oh, wow. The school confirmed the photo's authenticity and provided a copy of the page to USA Today. We can confirm the picture in question does appear in a 1984 student-produced publication, the school said in a statement. USA Today. It was first discovered Friday afternoon by conservative news outlet Big League Politics.
Ooh. Well, good for those guys.
Yeah, Northam released a statement Friday apologizing for dressing. Oh, so he was dressing for dressing in a racist costume and vowed to work towards healing the damage he caused.
Oh, they always say that. That's a standard one. Come on. That was before he went to the
Yeah, he says, I am deeply sorry for the decision I made to appear as I did in this photo and for the hurt that decision caused then and now. Interesting. He says, this behavior is not in keeping with who I am today and the values I have fought for throughout my career in the military, in medicine, and in public service. But I want to be clear, I understand how this decision shakes Virginia's faith in that commitment.
Well, do what's right and go back to whatever he did before.
Yeah. And racism has no place in Virginia, said Jack Wilson, chairman of the Republican Party of Virginia. These pictures are wholly inappropriate. If Governor Northam appeared in blackface or dressed in a KKK robe, he should resign immediately.
Like I said, he's a Democrat. So,
yeah. So 1984, how old was this guy?
How old is he now? And I'll tell you how old he is. Oh, that's a terrible.
He was born in 1959, so we got to do quick.
Okay, he's older than me, so
let me get out my calculator.
He was pretty old.
Yeah, 1984
26
minus 1959 equals. He was 25 years old.
Okay. All right. Well,
So we can't really scratch that up to some
youthful indiscretion. Is that the word the term they use? Yes.
Yeah. And Tyven says it's funny that he said he was in the KKK picture, but would not admit which one he was in the picture, whether he was the guy in the Ku Klux Klan robe or.
Does it matter? Well, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Look, I think the hypocrisy is the thing here, right?
Yeah.
I think the hypocrisy is the thing here. And that this probably all is coming about because this guy was advocating for abortion even after you were born.
And he's a doctor, right? Is that what I heard?
Yeah. Yes.
Aren't they take a thing called the Hippocratic Oath, don't they? Or what that oath is, where they do this, do that.
Right.
Oh, that doesn't matter. He's probably sworn on the Constitution too, right?
Yeah. And I carry my revolver in single action says, if he was a conservative, he would be catching all hell. CNN would have a field day.
Yep.
Well, let's see. I'm guessing they can't avoid this one. This is pretty straight out. He admitted it's him. He apologized.
Well, he apologized. It's over. Dude.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. So.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Don't get your
Simpson Road Larry says, what would Don Lemon say about this?
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So.
Oh well.
Yeah, and I think this is what happened here. This, some of these things. Look, everything sees the light of day. Everything sees the light of day. That's something that people need to remember out there. I'm not saying people don't make mistakes. People don't do bad things. This is a very deliberate thing. It's kind of a deliberate thing to put on a KKK robe. And it's very deliberate to get into blackface. So,
well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
And Nico Ghost Gunner says he needs to resign because he's a pro-child murderer. Honestly, I don't care about the picture. So,
well, yeah, that's worse actually in the picture, to be honest with you. So, my opinion, but that's I think what's happening in that whole, because you see this trend now of this abortion thing in these states. I think they're trying to get their feet some kind of stuff in the ground before they flip over the whole Roe versus Wade thing. And where's Olive Oil at? And the rumors are she's dead. So where's Olive Oil? Our missing Supreme Court justice.
I don't know. I
mean, how long does it take before you'd be in a no-show that you get. And we have term limits on we have term limits on the Supreme Court justice in Florida. Why don't we have them on the, I don't know.
Yeah. The Canine Coach says, I can tell you that it's blowing up here in Virginia. And after the birth abortion, if he isn't done, I'd be surprised.
Well, I hope they do, Virginia. So, because that stuff's all just, you want to call somebody a Nazi? Thank you.
We Run Guns says there are no excuses for him. That picture is unacceptable for any politician. He needs to resign yesterday. So, and Scamp 900 says Maxine Waters needs to send her followers to Virginia governor's house. So,
Maxine Waters is another joke. Sorry, she needs to. She's another joke.
Brick says a lot of these political people have those robes in the closet on both sides of the aisle.
Not everybody's had a KKK robe on. Don't go that route. That's not.
And listen, I think I obviously think it's a horrible thing, and I know we were talking about, was it Bird? That he was in that thing a long time ago. This was 1984, man. 1984 is not super long. It was maybe like
not that long ago in the scheme of things. No.
Yeah. So I think at 25 years old in 1984, you should know better.
And he wasn't living in the sticks in Mississippi or something either.
No, it was Virginia.
No. So don't get,
Yeah.
And not that excuses it if he lived in the sticks of Mississippi, but
yeah,
I mean, nothing against the folks in Mississippi either, because
22 Cheapster says it's extremely difficult to find any story on RGB, like someone's covering it all up. And Scamp 900 says RGB was seen. He
was a grand wizard.
RBG was seen pumping iron at the Gold's Gym, according to MSM.
Oh, you're talking about Ruth Gator Ginsburg? Okay, yeah. Oh my God! Oh yeah.
And Barry McCockiner says, Barry McCockiner says Maxine Waters is a hottie. Oh my God! I think I might show.
I'm getting ready to puke. Okay, it's like
Flopping Garbage says weekend at Ruthie's. Yeah, listen, I think they're going to stretch that out as long as they can. They don't want Trump to make that decision. Well, too bad. Someone needs to do an expose on this.
Yep.
We need to get the truth out there.
Yep.
Okay. We need to get that out there. And, really and truly, I'm not wishing death on her, but if she's at the point where she cannot serve
she
as
cannot
a justice,
function.
Give it up, move on. But, we're going to play the game, I guess.
I'd say the same thing if Trump couldn't function. Move along. Next.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yeah. So, And Brick says, you think racism is just in the sticks?
No, I didn't say it was just in the sticks. I'm saying that it wasn't like he went to a school in the middle of nowhere.
You're trying to say it wasn't like he went to a place that people would traditionally think. But obviously, this is proof that it's everywhere, and it's definitely all up in.
And I'm not
DC
saying that he was actually
in the Democratic Party.
He might not have actually. I mean, obviously, probably not even in the Klan, but it was something they did because it's ha funny. Okay, it's like doing the blackface thing. It's the same thing. It's most of the times I would say it's probably not people trying to make a statement. They're doing it as a whatever, but it's not looked at that way. So it's like. But he did it anyway, so hey.
Yeah, I think racism, just to answer that, I mean, obviously we're over the 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
Let's say this about racism. Racism is everywhere and anywhere that human beings are.
And it always will be.
And and everyone, everyone out there, every race
against
are people who are potentially racist to other people.
Yeah.
So
it's an equal opportunity event, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something that we've got to try to figure out how to move past it and all that kind of stuff. I think on the subject of the Second Amendment, like every other amendment that's out there, like the Constitution, is for everyone. And that's the thing that we need to remember. But the reason why we're having the discussion is because often people on the other side, people, Democrats, liberals out there, people who want to get rid of the Second Amendment and a whole bunch of other things out there, they're always saying that the people like us on this side that we're racists or sellouts or whatever
homophobes, all that stuff.
And often they themselves are very guilty of that. And I doubt this will be the last. This is not the first, and it won't be the last person that we'll see on that side of the aisle or any side of the aisle.
Well, no,
something like this comes out. I mean, imagine a school. There was a school actually letting this go down. Imagine that's a thing now. I don't know if it was a thing then. So
I mean, it got put in the yearbook. Nobody thought it was funny.
We're just finding out about this. 1984, man. How long ago was that?
Well, yeah. Once again, this guy just didn't come out. He's been around for a while. So it's like this is the first time everybody looked at his yearbook. I mean, that's usually the first thing that they do is start digging up dirt. Yeah.
How far did the conservative news people have to dig? Because I don't think they didn't have to dig that far, in my opinion.
Well, I guess they didn't hide it away good enough. I will say that.
Yeah.
They didn't ask the Obama people about that. Locked up and put away.
Yeah. So anyway, it's Friday. I'm actually like, I think that that SHOT Show cold is hitting me right now as we speak.
I started to feel like it too a little bit today.
Yeah. I think it's knocking me upside the head right now.
I'm not getting knocked. I'm just saying I felt this.
Yeah, coming down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what? We should probably wrap this up. Let Walter go get some rest. I'll go get some rest. You guys will get some rest. And then we'll see you guys next week. Walter, tell the people where you're at, what kind of stuff you're up to.
We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. A little bit of stuff that just tweeted also. I've been looking at this Korean 1911 mag thinking I can make a really cool little machine gun with this magazine.
And so that's a 1911?
Yeah, well, it's a 1911 hike up, one of these like drum mags from Korea.
Oh, how many rounds?
I think it's 25 or something. I could really make a cool little blowback machine gun using this magazine. What do y'all think?
I say yes. I say do it.
Just like a 1F kind of thing. I've been looking at it. It'd be really simple to do.
I say do it. Absolutely.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, Instagram, Facebook, tweeting a little bit too. Making them parts from Kest stock. So if you're waiting for an HK style Kest stock, we're making a whole bunch of parts. So
right. Yes, absolutely. Shout out to everyone out there. We'll be back next week. We're lining up a bunch of guests for next week. So we'll see you guys then. Like I always tell you guys, make sure you're subscribed here. Make sure you ring the bell so you get notified when we're doing this. You can follow me on social media as well. I'm all over the place. Just look it up. And
110 likes, 404 watching. So we passed the.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we did well. Yeah. We did well. So yeah, and we did a whole week. I was gonna take this whole week off after SHOT Show, but I was actually able to get through it. So we will see you guys next week. We'll see you on Monday for Free for All Monday, and we are out of here.
See ya.
Peace.